Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's exhibition match. It is me and RavenCrown with a fistful of pork-based fun and activities for you all tonight. Are you excited for this, Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah, this... well, that's all we have to say on the matter thus far. For all of you out there at home, this is a series of matches that we're supposed to record the commentary to the other day, but due to technical difficulties, we couldn't quite do that. So, whilst we know what's going to happen in the first match, we don't really know how it got that conclusion. But from that point out, it's anyone's game and anything could really happen. In tonight's match, we'll see Borealis versus Iron Fox. And in this opening matchup, it's going to be Borealis with a Grenadier, a Medic, a Gunner, a Scout, and a Sapper. And Iron Fox with a Medic, Grenadier, Sapper, Scout, Scout. As Raven will be able to attest, this opening match is a very thrilling little match with a map that I think it's fair to say that we haven't seen in the league for quite some time. Now we should be able to get into it right now.
Your OBS window is just a bit off, by the way.
Is it? What's wrong with it?
There's it's like just a bit too small.
In the
there we go.
Oh, there we go.
No, there was a red square thing.
That's all right. I just had something clicked over. But anyway, we're now into the match itself, and as you can see, it is the beloved, long-forgotten classic, that deep cut of deep cut, Pig in Hell. Are you excited to see it back, Raven?
Yeah.
Now,
to be fair, Fox and Borealis did say that they chose maps that
a little unconventional, we'll say.
We're not in the. I believe it's maps that were not in the competitive pool anymore.
Yes, and just a quick little thing that I just want to point out now. There is something of a special rule for this series of matches where there will be no MOMAs, no medic on medic action. The medics can't tranquilize each other, and if any pig does get tranquilized, that tranquilized pig cannot be healed. But now we end up seeing Iron Fox seeing if he could do some heavy damage to the orderly, and it does seem like a nice slice of damage coming that pig's way. Let's see what we can do in reprisal there.
And also, that moment right there was when it first disconnected.
Yep, and that's how people could see that. And you're going to get very familiar with that little duck. But hey, it's only for the first match, and then after this, it's going to be pure action and fun. So I'll get a little bit of health back on Borealis's Grenadier there. Now let's see if there's any time left for this medic to get a trank off of his own. He may just get it. Whether or not it'll be in a good position for... Ooh. Okay, so he does get the trank off, but that seems to leave him a little bit vulnerable. Well, especially vulnerable. This might be the thing that does away with him if he can get some nice water damage here.
That medic's going for a swim.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of late Olympic fever there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if they can get a good gold for this. And upsy daisy, up he goes.
When he's in 10-meter diving.
Well,
event.
Iron Fox sure
he
does
drowned.
get... Yeah.
I don't think he did. He trained well for that discipline.
No. Well, I don't think it's going to matter to him that much. He's dead. Now we get on to what I've heard is Raven's favourite class, the heavy weapons pig. I mean... Let's see what fantastic he thinks he can get up to. And it just falls short, regrettably, for him. Oh, no, does get a little bit. A nice little slice of a 6 there for him.
Basically, every time I use the mortar, that's how much damage I do. I am consistent at getting 6 damage with the mortar.
I think it's fair to say that for a lot of people I've talked to when it comes to this little league that we've got, that the heavy weapons pig is something of an acquired taste. It is the Marmite of pigs.
Yeah. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, and we'll see whether this is going to be a shot we're going to love. Can it be a double? No, it isn't. Still, a little bit of poison damage never does anyone any harm. Well, aside from the pigs that get poisoned. So let's see if Borealis can get his own poison damage there. Put in, trying to get something on.
I've always wondered what the actual, like, If they ever came up with a law name for the poison, it'd be interesting.
Well, it depends on the context that it's used in, I suppose. But
Yeah, it's no, it's just trying to think of a pig pun for a poison.
well, that can be our that could be our homework for the next 4 matches. Try and come up with some kind of pork-based pun for the poison. Anyway, this is our second little technical mishap, but it doesn't affect the game, everyone. It just affected our enjoyment when we watched this first time. A brief little pause, I think gets back into action now. Let's see if Borealis can do what looks like it's going to be an attempt at a long-range shrapnel. Can he? Oh, wow, yes! Lovely bit of damage there. Now, let's see what Iron Fox's medic can do in a situation like this. Is there anything much he can do? No, looks like he's just going to stick another tranquilizer here on this Grenadier. Just keep him out of the way for a little bit longer. You know, let him have a little bit of a rest.
Yep, always gotta keep that Grenadier quiet, otherwise he'll get you with that cluster grenade.
And we'll be able to get we might be able to get a good example of that in just a moment. Let's see what Iron Fox can do right now. This Grenadier, this might be his last turn, given just how little health he has left. So let's see if he can make the most of it. Not perfect, but still a decent slice all the same.
Yeah, to be fair, he was always going to be against him with the location that he had to throw that.
True.
Because of the enemy pig being on a hill.
Or at least have very, very good reflexes, which, for an online game like this, can be a little bit tricksy. Anyway,
yeah, because I was going to say, even with net play, you still have to remember that Fox is playing on essentially Finnish ping to like connect to Borealis. I mean, yes, the net play does mediate most of that, but
well, in any case, Borealis wasn't able to put the Grenadier away in that turn, so well, he may be able to stick around for just a little lot longer. We'll have to see, and it looks like Iron Fox is getting ready to set up a skip here. It would be nice to get a look at this pig's HP to see if that's really going to be something he can do in the here and now, but maybe... Oh. Let's see what we got. And a dynamic, dramatic pause. And he gets the skip. Well, providing, of course, that might have been a little bit premature there. It looks like that Borealis is going to try and avoid that skip with a little bit of poison on his own going. Might be able to get a extra bit of poison there on the sapper. And he does. And away goes his pig as well. So the skip's avoided and a nice little bit of poison damage that will hopefully start to move the game back into his favour. We'll soon find out. Now we've got another of Iron Fox's scouts here. Let's see what kind of mischief he can get himself up into. He seems to be pivoting into just whittling down and softening up the Grenadier. Whose turn it is now, and let's see what kind of revenge he can get for that. For the torment and the pain that he's been put through. And it looks like we're going to get another pig that's going for a swim. Splash! Not that much. Maybe a little bit of damage there, a little bit of water damage. In a bit of a precarious position. We'll see if the Borealis can capitalise on that shortly. But we've got Iron Fox now with some more poison damage to roll out. He does like his poison damage, does old Iron Fox. He's just moving himself into position now. And a nice little bit there. Right, now it seems to be that here we have the heavy weapons pig. He looks like he's going to try and take out the medic. But what weapon is he going to choose? The flamethrower would be the safer option, because it would almost guarantee the kill, but would leave him in a rather exposed position, so he's going to try and get it with the bazooka there. Could work if he manages to land it properly, and it looks like he may just be able to do that. Ooh, that is a nasty little bit of a turn, but not enough to kill him. Oh, and then he puts himself out of poison skip range. Well, with his limited speed, there's not much that he can really do, apart from maybe getting a little tranquilizer off. Just make sure that Grenadier doesn't do anything else. And we got another dramatic pause.
Dynamic disconnection.
It adds danger and thrill and excitement to what we're doing. Like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen this match before. Just certain details of it were lost to us because of those disconnects. Well, there goes that Grenadier, and a little bit of poison as well. A good double, not enough to get a triple, but hey, things can't be choosers. Well, it's looking like if we are to go off the big health bar at the top to go off of, that I think this may just be Iron Fox's game. We'll see if there's anything that Borealis can do as we go through this, but he's looking like this game's starting to slip through his fingers a little bit. And could we have some more Olympic quality diving? Let's see. And up he goes, he's doing a twist and a turn, and crunches right down by the side of it, and just a little bit of water damage. But now that Grenadier is in a juicy spot to potentially set up for a skip if this scout can get 5 head jumps off him. Might be a bit tight, but he's in a good position for this.
Oh. I did 4 there.
Yeah, I think that was only 4, so maybe...
Honestly, I think I know what happened there as well. That first one looked like it did it, like, when he landed on the pig, it looked like it did a double bounce, so maybe Fox thought that it had done 2
Silent
for
mix,
that turn.
yeah.
And then here we go again with a dynamic disconnection.
Dynamic disconnection! Brought to you live.
Dynamic exit!
Well, we'll be seeing if we have so many dynamic executions coming up, because it looks like that this heavy weapons pig may be setting up to avoid that skip in very spectacular fashion with a nice little bit of the old mortar. Down it goes. And right on his head, a nice bit of 34 damage for that spy that did him in. Not ideal, but avoids the skip. I think at this point Borealis has only got the 2 pigs left of that heavy pig, and I think that he has a scout somewhere else. So this is looking like it may be a bit of a comfortable win for Iron Fox. Not totally surprising because he is a bit of a veteran in the sport. Have you ever played against him, Raven?
Yes, I have. I have lost many games to Fox in the past.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well playing against Borealis.
Yeah, in the games nights that used to happen, me and Fox, I think, were the most regular people that were in them, and Fox was very good at the game, and he's obviously he is the former league champion as well.
And that's why he's got the little medal on his portrait down on the screen. You'll just say that, ladies and gents.
Yeah, he won the 2022. Yeah, 2022 Pro League tournament, the 3rd season of it.
Well, we just had a little bit of poison there, which regrettably did take some more damage off of Borealis' pig, and it does put him in skip range.
Yeah, also the him winning that league was unexpected because before his last 2 group games, Fox was on the verge of elimination, needed to win both games even to qualify for the playoffs. And ended up doing so, and ended up defeating defending champion Caster on his way to beating Nicholas in the final.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can relive epic moments like
wait.
that on
I might
this
have got that
channel. Well, they can watch the videos, because all the videos are here on the channel, and they can relive those wonderful memories. And as we come to the end of this match, quick reminder to everyone, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. The people that run this league and this channel would greatly appreciate that. And here comes what will probably be the last dynamic disconnection of the round, as there's not really a whole lot that Borealis can do at this stage. So now here he is, just getting some body blocking in, just trying to drag this out as long as possible. He can't possibly win at this point, mostly due to the fact that poison's going to be against him. If he wasn't poisoned, I'd have made my joke about his possible path to victory, but I'll save that for later on. At this point, it is just a case of all of Iron Fox's pigs just gathering around to bully this poor scout.
And no, I was correct. Fox did beat Caster.
There we go. And once again, you can relive those memories and more by looking at the other videos on this channel. Let's see, is he going to go for a little bit more dynamic to finish himself off, or... No, it looks like he's just going to do a little bit of damage, just give him something to remember him by. So, this is the end of the first match. Like we said, we did see this one earlier on. It has been nice to see everything blow for blow. Nice change of pace. After this, from barely seeing anything the first time round. Anyway, there we have Iron Fox with the first round victory there. First round victory there for him. I'll just update the score in just a little bit. Do you have any thoughts or feelings on that one, Raven?
No, it went about as that. Once the tide had turned against Borealis, the thing is, I have for playing against Fox, if you don't if Fox gets a foothold in the game, you're screwed.
And that certainly does seem to be what it was with that one.
Yeah.
Once
At least that's been my experience playing against Fox. And to be fair, because I'm not the best with a lot of the weapons, doesn't help. But
in any case, we'll join you in just a moment for the next round. So keep watching, folks. And welcome back, everybody. It's now time for round 2, a match that neither of us has seen, so this is going to be an epic experience for the both of us. For this match, it's going to be, once again, Borealis and Iron Fox. In this match, Borealis will be bringing a sapper, a medic, a sapper, a scout, and Iron Fox will be bringing a medic, a sapper, a scout, a sapper, a scout. This match is going to be taking place on the one, the only, Hedge Maze. Now, I've never played this match competitively. Have you ever played it competitive, Raven?
I don't think I've played it competitively, but I have played it on a couple of games nights, and I'll just say it's all about the artillery.
Well,
at least the unaltered version.
Yes, we should point out that this is all the retail versions of these maps. There's been no balancing, no tweaks. Papa Pin has not blessed us with any balancing. This is all as it pretty much was to the day that it was released. So we'll see what fireworks we'll get in this one, as we have a sapper moving himself into position, and I think this is going to be him trying to get an insta-kill. I'm not that familiar with this one, to be honest. I do know this.
Again, I'm not familiar with the map much, but
I think there are a few instant killy areas on this one. I think that may be what he's setting up for, but I don't think it. Oh, there he goes!
Yep, there we go. Out of bounds kill.
Off to a flying start right off the bat. There's going to be no medic shenanigans this time for Iron Fox. It does give him an opportunity now to maybe try and do a similar little bit of damage of himself. But for now, it just seems like Ben is just contemplating the horror of seeing his friend being violently exploded off in the distance. Now he's off, trying to make do with what little time he has remaining. Might not get much done with only about 7 seconds left. But we may be getting ourselves a nice little bit of a long-range shrapnel. We'll soon see. Off it goes. Ooh!
It's an orderly, so that's what... That wasn't even a 30, that. Because the orderly started 120, right?
Yes.
So that was 23.
23. So despite the rather exciting, oh goodness, I'm flying animation, it was substandard.
Yep.
Anyway, now it's time for this medic to get his revenge. It's time for Ben to have a little bit of a snooze. Now we have Iron Fox back in it with another scout. He does love his scout play. I remember him saying in the lead up to these matches that he does like playing his scouts, and he might not have brought as many as he's really used to, but we'll see what he can do with the ones he has. He is stealing them health here. He sets up for some more poison fun. Can he get the double, though? Possibly not. Maybe if it rolls up that hill. And does it? Yes! It just squeaks in. Now we'll see what the sapper can get up to. I wish I could give a little bit more of a feeling of my tactics for a match like this, but I've never played this match competitively, and I very rarely play it just for the sake of playing it. But it does look like he's going to try and off yet another pig with this skip area.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think this is the hedge maze with the artillery.
No, I think the artillery one is the new old version.
Yeah, that's the modded version, yeah.
Anyway, that is another pig taken out by the instant kill area. For those of you who are unfamiliar to what is done here, to the various maps that are done, now you can see why this map isn't really used competitively anymore.
Yeah, you can see why Papa Pin took a shotgun to it with his cording skills.
Yeah, he took it out, just took it round the back like old Yeller. Now let's see what this sapper can do. I don't think... Well, maybe there's someone just... No, he's not going to have time for it. I was going to say maybe there's someone in range for him to get to. But it's going to be another attempt at a long-range shrapnel. Whoa, what the heck?
Okay, physics. Really? Physics? You take issue with that? Really?
The bridge took one look at that, and the bridge said no.
The bridge said, get the fuck off of me. And slapped it halfway across the map.
Well, I think that Iron Fox probably isn't exactly singing and dancing at the way that this match has been going. But we'll see. Maybe he can turn it around. Maybe. But now Borealis is getting himself into position. Looks like he's going to try and do maybe a pre-planned shot here with the mortar. Ooh, a little bit. Just a little bit. A nice 20 damage there. Not great, but... not nothing either.
Borealis is definitely on top in round 2.
He's on top with the... I should point out, if anyone didn't get what I was hinting to earlier on and what Raven was saying earlier on, these are all maps that have been taken out for one reason or another, because they're kind of like this.
The out of bounds skill.
Yeah, basically. They're kind of like this, a lot of them, so... We'll see about how all this washes out, but hey, at least, even if there are some cheeky areas like that, the quality of gamesmanship that we are seeing here is still good quality. Nice little bit of poison there. Now let's see what this sneaky scout can be doing. getting ready to throw out some more poison. I had a feeling that that's what he's going to end up doing, but I didn't want to look like a wally by guessing and getting it wrong. So I was going to move into position. Ooh, he's going to try and do one of his very short-range ones. And he pulls it off skillfully. Nope. Have to say, now it's looking like it's time for this sapper to do some real work, seeing as there's no one in any instant kill areas as far as I can see. He's going to do a little bit of a march, see what you can find. I have a feeling that it's going to be another long-range shrapnel. Now he's going to try and bully this pig, maybe get them into a better position in just for another turn. Ooh! I think that was a 50. Now it's his turn for a little bit of reprisal. Can he get just as good as a shot back on him? We'll soon find out. He walks past Borealis' medic, thinking back to those long-gone halcyon ages when his team still had a medic. Now he gets TNT into position, maybe try and get some bunching up for a little bit. Try and spread that damage out a little bit more effectively. And up he goes! Bunching them together, but we'll see what he can do with that, but it's not like he's not going to be able to get that much really at all now. It was a nice idea. Maybe he had the turn order get a little bit differently. Maybe. But now he's going to have to move out the way there because he won't want to be bunching himself up. This medic goes out on the prowl. See if he can find himself a new target to go and bully. The big meanie. Oh, I'm going to tell you what. There was a part of me that was worried that they might hit his own pig then. Or failing that, maybe I've gotten the double. The health bar on top.
I know for a fact if it had been me throwing the poison, I probably would have hit my own pig and completely missed the enemy. Even if the enemy stood next to my pig would get hit. The other one wouldn't.
I have to say is that it shows, certainly from Iron Fox's perspective, just how confident he is with using the scout class and using the poisons. Like, we saw it a couple turns ago when he got that very, very close range poison shot off. And he gets... Borealis sets up for a skip with Andy. Yep, nice slice of 50 on Andy.
He got one of them cluster shrapnels right up that cornhole.
Oh, that sounds painful. You have to get the medic out on that one. Whoa. Anyway, it's time to let's see if Iron Fox can avoid that skip and maybe try and squeeze out an extra little bit of damage here. I don't think he's going to be able to do that, so going to be all hands on deck trying to avoid that skip. But he seems to be avoiding that and just going out for flat damage now.
Yeah, reliable flat damage with the sniper.
It's time for the heavy weapons pig to try and position himself into being a little bit more effective. I mean, thus far he's done, what, 20 damage? Not the worst. Certainly better than I've done playing against Borealis against him in some terms, so we'll see. We'll see what he can do. There doesn't seem to be many targets left for him. Let's hope he doesn't hit the tree. And up he goes. For 45. And nothing else. Not bad, but he does still get the skip. I mean, it would be kind of silly to say, I think that maybe Borealis has got this because, yeah, looking at how many pigs are left and look at the health bar on the top of the screen, yeah, they've got this. He's really got this now. But But regrettably, with a map like this, it's because of the instant kill areas. I don't think that when you have two pigs getting instantly killed, almost one after the other, there's not much you can really do to get yourself back in the game, is there?
No.
Well, apart from
Unless you get
apart
lucky
from
shrapnels.
apart from lucky shrapnels and your opponent whiffing just about every shot, which we all know how well Borealis can do. So I think after a certain point, you just kind of become just sat there wishing for the next game to roll around. Certainly, I no doubt I would definitely have been doing. I think the moment that the shrapnel went bouncing off the bridge, that would have been the moment of just there, like, okay, let's just go to the next game, please.
I was going to say, if this was me, I would be putting TNTs next to my own pigs just to get it over with quicker. Because unfortunately, I have a flaw in myself with this game where if things are going badly for myself, I lose hope of actually winning the game, and it reflects in my gameplay.
Well, with a best of 5, that could be an option for you if you want to play a little bit tactically and move on to a map you feel you've got a little bit of extra potential in winning. This is, of course, just an exhibition match. There's nothing on the line. It's just for fun. And to showcase a set of maps that I think are probably never going to see the light of day ever again after this. And if they do, I don't think these people are going to be playing them ever again. I don't think Iron Fox is going to be wanting to play in this map anytime soon. Certainly not with spawn points like he's had. There, a little bit of a trank, just to mess with him. There's not much you can do. Situations like this, I always find weird because I like to remain optimistic. I like to remain hopeful that it's anybody's game and anything can happen, but there's not much that can really happen now. Just a case of Iron Fox just making life as difficult as he can do for Borealis. Which is fair. Fair thing to do. This match was recorded fairly late in the evening for both of them, so there's still some tactics there of just being a little bit of a terror and keeping this going on for as long as possible to maybe wear out the other player and hope they make some mistakes later on. Looks like Ben maybe getting into skip range, and he does. No bridge shenanigans this time. And there goes the bridge. And the pig remains standing. Well, we now see the scout going off there. There's only one pig left of Iron Fox's team, so it's going to be, let's see, 5 pigs bullying the one. It's not pleasant, but that's just the way things go right now. There's not a whole lot that Iron Fox can really do on this one. There's a heavy machine gun, and he does nothing with it. So now Iron Fox looks like he's just going to be doing a lot of body blocking, just try and squeeze some extra damage from splash damage here and there, just to frustrate Borealis a little bit going forward, or as much as you can frustrate someone in a friendly game. And down goes Keanu. He won't be in this next John Wick movie now. And I think that maybe he was hoping to get a little bit of extra damage from exploding, but nope, didn't fall good for him. Oh, wow! That looked like a meaty shrapnel. And it was just enough to take him down. So it wasn't a total sweep for Borealis, as he's got 4 pigs remaining, with that last pig being taken out at the last minute, so no survivor bonuses. Any thoughts or feelings on that one, Raven?
To be fair, the out of bounds dominated that one earlier. The early out of bounds, reducing Fox down to 3 pigs, really didn't give Fox.
Didn't really give him much to work with, I think it's fair to say.
Well, fact that one of the pigs that got taken out was his medic
Mm.
Didn't help matters at all.
It was a very merciless spawn. Just the medic, one of your most important pigs, just landing right there, right next to the instant kill zone. There's not much.
You need to pause the stream and update the score, by the way.
Oh yes, hang on a second. I'll just pause. And now we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with our third match of the evening, and I hope you've got yourself a bucket and spade, because now we're going to the lake. Alright, maybe a bucket and spade's not the thing you take to the lake, but it's time for a lot of pigs potentially to get very wet or very exploded, depending on where they land on this one. The lake, ladies and gentlemen, yet another map that is not part of the competitive scene for some rather obvious reasons, which may be coming to effect very, very shortly. But anyway, how do you feel about what's coming forward? I'll just let everyone know what the lineups are going to be. For this one, it's going to be Borealis with a medic, a para, scout, gunner, and as you'll see in just a moment, it's going to be Iron Fox with a para, gunner. So one player seemingly getting ready for some rather long-range plays, and the other one looking to get a little bit more up close and personal. We'll see how they do that. I have to ask, Raven, because you've been in this whole league situation far longer than I have. Have you had any experience playing this map, competitively or casually?
Which map is it again?
It is the lake.
No, it had been removed from the pool by the time I was in my first league, which was Grunt League 2021.
And thankfully,
I was in the first Grunt League, but by then the lake had already been removed. I think.
And possibly, thankfully so, depending on how this one goes on, because I've been watching previous leagues, I've been watching previous tournaments, and yeah.
I mean, I'm fairly certain I've heard ADB say the lake is dead to him.
It can be a very, it can be a very unforgiving map if you land the wrong way. Once we get into the map properly, and as we do now, everyone just look at the map. Look at all those horrible areas in red. For anyone who's not familiar with this game, those are minefields. It's mostly minefields and water. Two things that pigs in this game really aren't okay with, but hey, we'll see what these players can do to capitalise on this. As it looks like we're going to get a quick little bit of a jetpack damage and maybe something else here if there's time for it. Oh, there's a jetpack and a scoop. Nothing fancy. Nice. Maybe 4. Oh, no! There he goes! Another instant kill on turn 1, everyone! Take a shot. Can you see why we don't use these maps anymore? There's a quick tranquilizer there from Borealis. Let's see what Borealis can do in reprisal. As I said previously, I'm not as familiar with the nuances of maps like this, so I don't know where all the instant kill areas are, but I got a feeling that maybe Borealis is setting up for another one. Or at the very least, maybe setting up for getting this pig into the minefield, which itself would be an instant kill.
I just want to correct something. My first Grunt League was 2022.
Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. We're factually accurate on this channel. Oh, and another one gone. Another one gone, ladies and gentlemen. I'd say take a shot right now, but I don't want to encourage any unfortunate behaviour. Let's see what this gunner can do. Thus far, it has been a case of tit for tat. Both teams have lost themselves a pigs thus far. We may be about to lose another one.
Yeah, another correction. I have been on the lake before. My very first match in competitive was on the lake.
So there we are, folks. We're doubly factually accurate. We know what we're talking about. At least one of us knows what we're talking about. I just have a case of verbal diarrhea most of the time. But anyway, it looks like still tit for tat, as it looks like we're about to get yet another instant kill. Another one gone. Unless I'm mistaken, and I will admit that sometimes even I can make mistakes, every turn thus far, one pig has died. We have a 100% kill rate in this match thus far, and it looks like it's going to happen again!
It looks like it's going to happen again, yeah, because they're all going to the same corner, so...
Right, real talk, hands on the desk right now. I thought that Iron Fox brought his load out for a long-range match. I thought he was just going to hide in the corners, just shepherd the other team into the minefields and such. I didn't know that he'd be doing this. Which just goes to show that, hey, even a heavy weapons pig can be a stone-cold killer in very, 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 very specific circumstances.
Yeah.
We'll see what Borealis' power can do here. Walking very carefully. As one wrong move could easily put him in a minefield or somewhere equally unfortunate. And we looks like we're gonna get another instant kill!
Bye-bye, Mr. Horny Gunner.
Oh no. And another one gone. Can you see why we don't do this one anymore? Oh, wow. I've seen this map played so many times. I've seen various different places that people get instant killed. I've never seen that specific instant kill area, and I've never seen both sides just use it every... Yes, exactly, every turn. And who knows, we might be able to get it
another
again.
One. Yeah. Yeah, away we go again.
Oh, no, no!
No,
he's out!
No.
The curse is broken! Peace in our time! Oh, wow.
Now, that Trank went right into his stomach.
It put his tummy to sleep. Well, the curse of one pig a turn getting knocked off has been put to an end, but we may be about to get back into it. Now, it's a good opportunity for them to showcase the map and show us other areas apart from that one specific corner. He doesn't quite get him into the minefield. And right now, just going off the health bar on top, the game is still evenly spread. Which, to be fair, isn't that unbelievable, bearing in mind that pretty much every turn a pig has died thus far, so it's all balanced out almost.
Fox does have the eggshells though, so...
Hopefully he's not going to fall down the side of that. And he doesn't. But it looks like he's just going to get raw damage here. Yep, just more raw damage still. Oh, no, he just get a pig kill. No instant kill. Well, it is an instant kill, but, you know, it's not an instant kill.
It's not a disintegration.
No. You know, it's been so long since we've seen a pig a death animation, I forgot they existed.
Oh god, here we go again.
Oh, no, not quite. But this may be Ben's time to shepherd that medic right into the minefield. Unless he's going to try and knock him up the wall again.
I was going to say, isn't that Borealis' last pig?
Yeah, it might be. It might well be, unless he's got a scout lurking somewhere. Honestly, I've not kept count, because it's kind of hard to keep count when every turn a pig just mysteriously vanishes.
Yeah, it vanished. They vanished into the ether. Bye-bye, piggy!
And there we go!
Yeah.
There we go. Iron Fox gets a very quick
the
win.
out of bounds round. Do.
Out of bounds round. Out of bounds round. Anyway, we'll see you all in just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. We just need to take a moment to process that, so we'll be right back in just a moment. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Still taking time to process one, it has to be said. So, it's time for our third match of the evening. This is going to be the return of Doomed. In this matchup, we've got Borealis, who is going to be running with a para, gunner, and Iron Fox is going to be running with para, medic, gunner. I tell you what, Raven, I'm still trying to process that last game.
Mm-hmm.
It just
A little bit as well, yeah.
I don't want to overstate this. That match did not go the way that I was thinking it was going to. Like, when they explained what they were going to be doing for this, I was expecting a little bit more of a showcase of that map.
I mean, that was a showcase of the map. It just showcased its bad qualities rather than its good qualities.
Well, I think that, like, pound for pound, it may have just showcased, like, one very specific, like...
Well, no, it
quarter
showcased
of it.
It showcased exactly why ADB considers the map dead.
Yeah, I'm talking more in just, like, scale. Like, it's like one quarter of the map was used. But in any case, we'll just move on to this in just shortly. Just going through the motions, making sure everything is okay for them.
Now we will be doomed. And yes, that has to be capitalised.
Yes. So hold on to your earphones, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to hear a lot of doom for the next... Well, it could be any amount of time with these maps. It could be an hour, could be 10 minutes. We don't know. So now we come into this one. Time for Doomed! And now we're going to spend the next 3 or 4 minutes getting the right turn order in place. Now this is a map that I do have some very limited experience playing. Though to be fair with you, I don't think I've played this map in about 20 years, so my tactics might not be to meta standard, but thankfully we have 2 very experienced players here who will be able to play up to more than just the meta, and of course a co-host here who could probably ream off a bunch of facts, stats and statistics for you, so we'll see how we go. So now we have Borealis getting into the artillery. Doesn't have that
Borealis pinching Iron Fox's artillery.
Might not get much... Well, I think he's perfectly timed this out. We'll just see if he can do anything without taking too much damage himself. 50 back onto himself and doesn't get the pig into the drink.
And it's poison water as well because it's green, so...
Well, I think that with this map there's no way in getting back up, so poison or no poison, you're done.
Yeah.
Oh, but the... Oh, is this... Is he? He is!
No, yeah.
Oh, that's 100? Oh, that's one beefy piggy.
Yeah, that's a beefy paratrooper, that.
Now let's see if he can... Oh, no. Look out! Okay, so he didn't get the artillery, so now he's just gonna... Just position himself in such a way that he can be one hell of a distraction and a cheeky little 1 damage just for his troubles. Now it's time for, I think it said Keanu there, to maybe grab himself another artillery. He's got himself some bazookas. Totally useless for him, but hey-ho. Oh, look out!
And he hits the blimp.
Keanu, no!
Insta-death!
See, that's it. That's it. My word. My word indeed. Well, I think it's fair to say that Borealis wasn't exactly happy where that particular tale ended, so, you know, for his sake, hopefully he can get back into the game after this one. But we'll soon see about that.
I see Caster got involved in the match, even though he wasn't actually one of the 2 participants.
It's just Caster now, just having to take out more blimp insurance.
The blimp is always Caster.
He'd be there trying to... He can't get any insurance for his blimp that it happens so frequently now. Everyone, just take a moment to consider his thoughts and feelings on this. It's not cheap having a giant dirigible filled with maybe a fire rain airstrike, or spec ops. I mean, the spec ops alone are worth their weight in swill. Anyway, let's see if Borealis can maybe shepherd that pig into the water for another instant kill. And no! Just goes over him. There's not much this piggy can do here in terms of a medic. There doesn't seem to be anyone inside that's injured, but he can gear himself up so that he can at least get into the long-range game.
I mean, he can zook the artillery that Borealis is sat in.
True, but there wasn't much that he could do with his stock lineup. But now he can potentially do something here. He'll try. Oh, baby, he's going to try. Oh! Slap bang into it. So it's probably maybe about halfway dead or very close to that artillery. Now we're going to see if Borealis can crack this one open. It's going to be a very tricky shot. Not impossible.
And from the angle, can't tell whether it actually did any damage.
And of course, for all of you playing along at home, whilst you can hear this with the game audio, we can't. So we can't tell you whether or not that hit. I'm going to agree with Raven here that I don't think that hit. I think it's fair to say that one didn't hit. Whoa! Oh, that could have been a very close one. A little bit of extra lag, and that could have been painful. And again, it's another opportunity to either shepherd that pig, that gunner, into the water, or try and get some damage on that artillery. Oh!
Direct hit, though.
Direct hit. Both those pigs, well, I was going to say they're both in a precarious position, but it's time to run like hell and spread out. And now he's going to try and get some damage on that very, very, very beefy 230 health power. With health like that, I don't think we can really call him Shorty for much longer. A bit of 32, and no else. Not bad, not good, but I suppose that pig's job at the moment is just to be a damage sponge. I think it's fair to say from what we just saw, from what Iron Fox was eyeing up, he's going to try and crack this one open. Hopefully in short order for his sake, because those two pigs are in a very nasty position where, well, maybe they get knocked into it. No. Not quite dead yet. Gonna get at least a little bit of something off for this one. 8 health! And with how close this is going to end up needing to be, could be a good night of Vienna for this artillery. Nope. And the shockwave, once again, does nothing. Well, now Shorty does seem a little bit spoilt for choice as far as targets are concerned, but he is going to hop into that artillery. Well, I think he's got another pig in there.
No, that's the one that didn't get.
Oh yeah, he missed it. He overshot it. Or maybe he intentionally, you know, decided to act as a damage sponge. In any case, poison shell comes out. And now Borealis is going to once again try and take this one out with a flamethrower. I don't think it works. But we'll soon find out. I think it's very wishful thinking. And again, we won't know until someone turns around to look see, because we've got no audio. Now it looks like this artillery. Ooh, he's bringing out the heavy one. Given how close it is, he may end up doing a slice of damage to himself.
And the flamethrower trick seems to have worked, because he's taken 102 damage whilst in that box. So,
well, just goes to show that they're a better judge at this than certainly that I am. Let's see if we can double onto that. Not enough to crack it open, but that's going to take a hell of a slice out of it. Is down to only 8. Do it with a rifle burst. Save that heavier weapon play for when this match turns into more of a long-range affair. Plink, plank, plonk, and down he goes! And down into the drink. Insta-kill.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know why they bothered making that water poisonous. Because it's an insta-kill anyway. Did they just do it to warn people? Don't swim here? Is that what they're saying?
It could also just say to give off the World War One vibes that it's poisonous, that it's radiation.
You've heard of no man's land? Well, this is no man's water. Let's see what this artillery piece can do. Going for another gas shell. Going to maybe see if they can turn this into a little bit more of a poison game. Not a bad strategy.
Hit. Good hit.
As this ultimately will mean that, well, time is definitely going to be against Borealis going forward, but it doesn't look like this poor Para might be about to go for a drink himself. Or go into the drink himself, and he does! The big beefy pig goes down!
Yep, the big beefy pig got jacked off the cliff.
Whoa! Good morning! We've got a jetpack for the heavy weapons pig. Don't think that's going to come into play right now, because there's not many places he can go to. But now he's going to weigh up his options, see what he can do. Going to get another long-range shot in to just bring this game closer to conclusion. Momentum definitely at this point does seem to be behind Iron Fox, especially with those two poison pigs. There's not much they can really do.
Getting 43 on a poison pig as well.
Because we've got 2 artilleries, we've got 2 pigs out in the wild, we've got 3 pigs on Borealis' side, 2 of which are poisoned. I'm not saying it's over, because there's still a chance.
Yeah, there goes another one of our foxes. In the drink.
You see, he can pull it back. We'll see how much he can pull back here. But the tide is against him, but it's never over till it's over. Ain't over till the fat hog sings. Though I do worry that, looking off camera, he might be warming his voice up. So a quick little heal there on that one. Let's see. Oh, just in the last frame. Oh no!
And he hits the blimp.
And
Fox pulls a Machetino and hits the blimp.
And yes, it does look as though we have another mystery box out to play. What could it be? Could it be a fire-rain airstrike? Could it be an airstrike? Could it be the wonderful Spec Ops? We may well soon find out. And a nice healthy bit of damage there on the medic. But it's not looking good for Borealis here. Let's see what we're going to get into. Nice long-range shot. Can he get him? He weighs up his options. And away it goes. Just overshoots, but does get a healthy slice of damage.
Not knowing the exact location of where Sly was there, that's a very good shot.
Now we've just got a torrent of boxes flying in right now. Maybe this will upset the balance. Possibly not. As they are only jetpacks. As now it seems this pig is just moving into a more prime position, but I don't think he's going to get much done. And it is going to leave him very vulnerable unless he's just going to stand out there and be a bit of a distraction and a damage sponge.
Have enough time to do anything then.
Well, let's see what this one's got in it. Could be make or break. Could be the thing that upsets the very balance of the universe. It's a fire-rain airstrike.
Lord.
Well, if it wasn't over before, it's certainly is getting there now.
That fat lady's beginning to sing, methinks.
She's just warming herself up. She's off onto one side. But still, I have to say that this has been a little bit more of a thrilling match. Certainly better than the last one. As we have seen a little bit more of what this map has to offer. What little that it does.
Did 50 damage with the F-rain, so that pig's dead.
So now all that remains...
Borealis with his 2 poisoned.
Yep, 2 poison pigs, so it's just a matter of time now. So it will be Borealis now just trying to drag things out a little bit more. Try and getting his eye in. Practice his mortar play for the final match we'll end up having.
Well, that's even if they play the dead match, because if it's a best of 5, with Fox winning this one, he wins 3-1.
It is going to be. It's a best of 5, but they are playing all 5. So we will get to see our final mystery. Oh my goodness, this map is wonderful. Why didn't they include... Oh, that's why.
This whole thing has been... Why don't they include this map in competitive? Oh, here's why.
Exactly. Look, I'm going to be honest. When I saw the maps that they were going to do for this, there was a part of me that was thinking, okay, have they found a way in playing this that makes it a little bit more competitive? And now this is the chance to prove, hey, the lake's a good map. It can still be played without the exploits on it at all. Oh, what's that? One pig a turn has died constantly in the same area? Oh no! Anyway, with that one, 25 damage. Not enough to take down the medic. He will be limping a bit, but at this point, doesn't really make much of a difference. Especially now bearing in mind that it's going to be the artillery. And it will be artillery's job to just take this pig out and help make sure the medic is still knocking about. Not that it's really going to mean anything, but still it's nice to keep him around. And victory to Iron Fox there. Another case of, wow, that's why they don't play this one anymore. Any thoughts and feelings on this one, Raven?
Just how much I would hate to actually play this map.
Because
it seems to be... That map was definitely his heavy weapons, like heavy weapons oriented, and being a person that hates heavy weapons,
it's not exactly one that you like.
In Hogs of War.
Anyway, we'll take a moment, re-rack, and then we'll show you what's coming up next. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for our 5th and final map here. We're going to be going to the one, the only, Island Hopper. For this map, Borealis is bringing a Grenadier, a Para, a Sapper, and Iron Fox is going to be bringing a Grenadier, Para, Sapper. It's a mirror match. They've both got the same loadout. So at this point, it is Borealis playing for pride, proving that he's still got some fight left in him, and that, hey, maybe, just maybe, we're missing something with this map. Gonna go out on a limb and say, probably not. Do you have any strong feelings one way or another with this map?
If I was to say what I really thought of Island Hopper, you would have to slap a +18 on the video.
Okay, well, we'll just say that it's not a favourite then.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I've not played that much of it, but what little I have played on it... Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. No. That's me being broadcast friendly. No thank you. But anyway, final map, and we have Iron Fox kicking things off with his Grenadier. He's caught sight of...
If I remember correctly, there's a moment on Island Hopper. Yeah, he's going to go under the bridge. Yeah. In a games night, like way back, that resulted in me in the next map that night with a Super TNT, going to my teammate's pig and just putting the Super TNT next to my teammate and killing them in what was a tag team match. because of something that happened on Island Hopper in that same games night.
Well, what we've just had there, ladies and gentlemen, is just a one-turn, instant, nasty little bit of a kill there. The Grenadier from Borealis' team has... He's now an ex-pig. Oh, no!
No, he is an ex-pig. He is not pining for the fjords.
He's not pining for much now, and that other pig on Borealis' team has now decided to... he's got a little bit confused, and now he sees himself as a bird.
Yeah, he's not pining for the swill.
Well, we've got one that's now off in their forever home, and we've got another one on Borealis' team that's now decided to become a bird, and goodness only knows what's going to happen with this one. But
Going for a swim.
But I think he's gone.
Gone for a swim.
No, he's still alive.
He's gone to visit Atlantis.
He's going to be in the next Aquaman movie. Aquapig. And now Ben there.
Yep, Fox has done his usual trick that he likes to do with trees.
Hides in them. Well, now both sides have now got a pig in the trees. One intentionally, one less so. But we'll see now if maybe Borealis can turn something around on this one. Because, I mean, at this point we are just playing for fun. We are playing for pride. Well, mostly fun more than pride. But maybe he can get something off here. No. Tried to shepherd him off into the minefield. But instead he just had a little bit of a fly.
Yeah, once again, it's been a map where it's immediately started and you think, oh, maybe they have ideas for how this will go in competitive. And then it's, nope, here's how the map is broken.
Anyway, this, to be fair, you know, let's look at it a different way. This is a perfect lesson for anyone who is, you know, they're just, maybe they're getting into the game for the first time, or they're returning to the game for the first time in a long time, and now this gives them all the cheeky little areas they can exploit. And we're going to see now, maybe, no kill on that pig. He is going to be a little bit sore, but he's going to try and maybe get an instant on this one. Possibly not, but he's going to still do his damnedest to really ruffle his pyjamas with this one. Settles himself into finding a better position here.
Ruffle his pyjamas.
You
couldn't have gone posher with that insult if you tried.
He's going to ruffle his pyjamas and off he goes. Oh, no mines for him. And let's see what Andy can put together. As he carefully, cautiously makes his way over the water. And he's going to try and get himself into another, at least, healthy slice of damage, if not an instant kill, depending on where exactly he lands in the water. It's time for him to run like hell, try and take cover. Hide under the stairs, like Harry Potter.
Well, I don't think Harry Potter hid under the stairs. He was forced to be under the stairs.
Once again, folks, the most factually accurate commentary you're going to get. It doesn't kill Bobby Chim, but it does sorely hurt him. Down to 5 damage. Down to 5 health, I mean. And there we can see that other pig just stand in the tree and the other one on the exact opposite side. Gonna go for a long-range shrapnel. Doesn't get the big damage. Oh, and just falls short of the minefield. If I'm not mistaken, I think this sapper is at full health. I'll grant you that doesn't really mean much at this point, as, well, I think it's fair to say we all know where this one's going to end up going, but... Well, fun fact, I suppose. Once again, most factually accurate commentary, at least today. I think
you keep saying that. It reminds me of the time when in Top Gear when Jeremy Clarkson kept saying about Top Gear being a factual show when they were in America. That second time.
It does seem that we have a rather... Ooh, took a nice slice of water damage there. There was a part of me that was worried that with that mine that maybe Iron Fox might have potentially knocked his own power into the minefield, but he hasn't. We'll see now what this para can do. Doesn't get him into a good position. But maybe... Well, he's landed in the water. So maybe this will kill him. No, he doesn't. He swam to victory, and now there's a quick little pattering of machine gun damage. And finally, gets an extra little bit there. But it's going to hit his own pig, and that other pigs are going down. And he's he's getting him. Oh, baby's getting him. A very chaotic turn there. Not enough to turn things around, but still fun for what it was. Have to admire the effort. But it does look like, no, I was thinking they were maybe just maybe going to bring out the old rifle. Do it proper grunty old school, but no.
Nope.
Just 49.
Sticks a grenade, throws a grenade that lands right next to him, right up, and then explodes right up his chuck.
Anyway, maybe this will be another instant kill, maybe. Ooh, he doesn't want to be triggering any mines, not too close to him. So it's going to be a bit of a longer range one. Not the longest range shrapnel we've had thus far. Blammo!
Yes,
and off he goes, and that's going to be the end of him.
There's a 50 to start with, so... yeah.
Not quite enough to make the fight back real, but still a very valiant shot nonetheless. That pig on Borealis' side is in a bit of a cheeky position there for little old Andy here, so he's not going to be able to do any spectacular damage there. But instead, it looks like he's going to go on a little bit of an adventure. He's going to live out his Iron Man fantasies.
Yeah, no, he's going to land on the 100 health crate in the centre.
Another beefy pig. Moves into position there. Deathfully avoiding the tree. 100 HP.
And if I've not forgotten, that weapons crate in the centre is also a eggshells, homing rockets.
Ah, well, I mean, at this point, it kind of feels a little bit surplus to requirement, but hey, at least if anyone decides to try this one out for themselves, now they know. So he's going to move back and maybe get him off, maybe get him into the drink over on that side. But no, not the big damage, but that is a very nasty turn there for Dolly.
Got the long spirit, the long spin.
Well, it's not going to be just enough to stop Dolly from getting into a lethal position there. Maybe with a little bit more
To
damage.
be fair, with the amount of beefy, healthy island Sapper has, honestly, he didn't need to.
No, he's just going to hide. Oh, he's going to try and get a very long-range shrapnel off. And off it goes. Well, he does get him.
Oh.
Not the big damage, but still gets him all the same. And that para looks like he's gone for a bit of a swim. And he's hit the minefield. And now he's on to 3. Poor old Keanu.
I think in total, Borealis has about roughly 50 health.
What, across all of his pigs?
Yeah.
I was just about to say, well, maybe he's going to cook something up and turn it around, but I'm guessing not.
Like I said, the Sly's got 35, and the others have got like 7 and 3, I think.
Oh, that is a nice slice of damage there, but not really much else he can really do. It's very ceremonial damage. Just getting his eye in. Just once again being a bit of a menace. And at this point, you know, you might as well be a bit of a menace. There he goes. And unless I'm mistaken, I think that Keanu is the only one that's left. So Maybe he'll go John Wick. Or maybe he'll just have a very bogus journey.
Sorry about that. I got a in real life interruption. So.
Well, it's now just one pig with 3 health versus one pig.
Oh, a rocket launch. Okay.
3
so it's
pigs.
not homing. Yeah.
And off Keanu goes. And there he is. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Iron Fox wins. So with that, it is 1 game for Borealis, 4 games for Iron Fox. Is there anything else to say about that one, apart from never play these maps ever again?
Yep. This entire thing has been... Oh, why are these maps not played? Oh, here you go. Here's reason number 1, reason number 2, reason number 3, reason number 4.
Anyway,
all the way through to reason 100.
Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this selection of matches, ladies and gentlemen. If you have, be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Don't know if this has been a live stream thing, who knows? But anyway, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!
And also hope you enjoyed the unhinged commentary.
Yes, more unhinged commentary. Goodbye!